Sagittarius, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. It's for Sagittarius, placement Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. See what we have for you, Sagittarius. We're using the Mythic Tarot. We'll do some clarifying cards from the Seer's Tarot, and we'll pull an oracle card from the Love and Magic Oracle deck. Pardon me, let me show you that. It's Love and Magic Oracle deck. It's by Adrian Vita, and it's available on Etsy. I just picked up a copy, and I'm liking it. So if you're enjoying it in the reading and you want a copy, that's where you can find it. Did a little bit of pre-reading meditation today. The number 17 kept coming up. So that number may be relevant to you or not. 17 in the tarot is the star card. And what I sense from that is this energy of renewal, faith, hope, inner clarity, perhaps being in the spotlight, a sense of miracles even. And for me as a reader, there's always a feeling of healing energy around the star card. So that may be losing my words, a relevant message for all of us this week in the star energy of healing. Sagittarius, your cards. We have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. Pretty significant stuff going on this week, I think. That King is bringing an energy of very solid, practical decision-making, and also sort of really smart financial acumen, really good at investing, good at making decisions about where the money should go, how it should be spent, strong energy around finances, a confidence, and material comfort, like not needing to worry. So this may be a set of elements that are in your life this week. You're making some money decisions, you're doing it well, and you're really practical about things and really sound financially. Or it could be someone that's coming into your life this week who can advise you on financial matters, who maybe is just in your sphere somehow and is a good influence. You're learning from this person perhaps. So not sure how that is just yet. Having it next to the Eight of Cups here, interesting. It almost feels like you're walking away from somebody like that. That you've made your decisions and you're ready to go out on your own. So perhaps you are, maybe you're letting go, maybe you have a financial advisor and you're changing the dynamic of your relationship with that person. That's one possibility. Nothing's feeling super strong to me about this right now. So we'll look at the different options here. It could be that you are deciding to end a relationship. That there's somebody that you've been with who has a lot of money, but you're finding that's not enough. Or they're too solid and practical, and you want a little bit of passion, or you want some deep romantic love, and the money isn't enough. So it doesn't really matter that they're financially stable. You have made a decision that what you want from a connection like this is something more than just financially stable. And with the Devil card here, there could be an aspect of your leaving that has to do with you pursuing something that just is really passionate, something that really fires you up, something that is almost to the level of obsession, that I guess I should say it. You may be stepping away from the solid, reliable person toward a love affair, a very lusty sexual connection. It's possible for some of you that that's the case. if this isn't about a relationship, then you could be challenged this week with some urges to indulge yourself and to not be reasonable with your finances, to just spend money on things that make you happy. You know, that's definitely a possibility with this trio of cards, that you're not being very good with your managing your money and being a practical spender, that you're tired, that you've been in this space. Kind of this is feeling really hot right now for me, and I think maybe that's means, you know, that's kind of a sign to me that this is relevant for a number of you. You've been really careful with your money, you've been conservative, you've been, you know, really kind of frugal even in the past weeks, and now it's really hard to maintain that for you, and you haven't been able to go out and shop, you haven't been able to go out and spend money on drinks at the bar, and you're just going a little stir crazy with it, and you miss the joy of shopping. You miss the joy of buying yourself little treats. And so you may be this week falling into that pattern of overspending, you know, in online shopping, or, you know, alcohol deliveries, or buying too much food, who knows, but you're trying to treat yourself, and you're trying, you know, almost feeding an addiction, you know, the things that you really miss. You've been so good, you've been so careful, you've been doing what you're quote unquote should do and managing your finances, and now you're kind of really needing to indulge. And that really feels like that's probably the more relevant message for most of you, though I think there may be some of you that are deciding to end a relationship with somebody very stable because you have found somebody who just drives you mad. That is possible for some of you. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Really does go along with what we've been looking at here, trying to make some decisions, you know, from the relationship interpretation. I'd say it's a difficult choice, and you're having some trouble making it, because you're worried about what has been lost if you leave. But you're kind of trying to look at all the different possible futures that could be there for you, and trying to decide, you know, is it worth it? What you're feeling is so strong, and you want to pursue it, but is it the right thing to do, or are you making a mistake? Are you leaving behind something you shouldn't leave behind? You know, is it worth leaving behind what's being left behind in order to go toward this passionate connection? And with regard to those of you that are, you know, just really tired of holding the purse strings so tight, and really needing the, you know, the dopamine hit, the adrenaline rush of buying expensive things, or overindulging indulging yourself, not over, just indulging yourself. In that case, you know, you definitely are drawn to do that, but you're also haven't completely stepped away from this practical mindset, and you just, you know, you're struggling a little bit with your decision about, do I stay in this conservative mode, or do I buy myself, you know, a hot tub for the back deck, because who knows how long I'm going to be in this house, and I need that hot tub. And you're still sort of warring with yourself a little bit there. You're sad. You miss the way life was. You miss the way things were when you could just go out after work and have a couple drinks with folks from work, and then on the weekends you could take the family and go to the movies, or go play mini golf, or maybe you would go to the climbing gym together. You're missing all of that, and it's making it hard for you to focus on the positives that still remain. Some days you can't see them at all. All you can see is what you've lost, and not knowing when things will get better is really difficult. And so you're in a space where you're thinking about, how do we go forward from here? And what's the best way to approach this from an aspect of using my resources? If I'm going to be stuck in the house all summer, I want that hot tub in the backyard. I want that table and chairs with the umbrella to put on the back patio, because I'm going to be spending all my time here, not at the lake with my boat. So there's, in both cases, just you're kind of in this space where you're feeling drawn to one thing, you're feeling a sense of loss of something, and you're not satisfied with the limitations that you've been living under presently. I think that's that for a little bit. It took me a little while to get there, but I think that's what we're seeing there for you, Sagittarius. Let's look at your oracle card. It says, notice the signs. Notice the signs you've been receiving. It's not mere coincidence, but a special message just for you. So just tune up your antenna, be aware, keep your eyes open, your ears open, listen to your surroundings, the little words that catch your ear when there's a TV on in the background, the themes that friends bring up. Excuse me. Maybe there's a recurring image that's showing up in your email or your Facebook feed or your, video conferences during the week. Going back to our earlier example, if you're seeing pictures of hot tubs everywhere, maybe that's a sign. Maybe this is something you should do for yourself. And maybe that's enough. Maybe you don't need to buy, 8 luxury items, maybe 1. Maybe it's not a hot tub for you. Maybe the luxury item for you is buying yourself some bubble bath or that scented candle, because you're being really careful with your money right now. And normally you'd have some bubble bath and scented candles, and right now you're not sure if you should spend the money on that. Look for signs and listen to your inner voice. That's always important. I think that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you're healthy. I hope you're having a good week. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All your likes, shares, and subscribes help the channel grow, help the messages get out to more folks who might find them useful. And I really do appreciate your help with that. So thank you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.